Hi guys, as you can see I've started to get a tiny Blood Angels force together, and all three of these vehicles you see here was given to me by Fulgrim 1978, and I have to say a huge thanks goes out to him. As you can see, there's probably what, £60 worth of minis here, maybe more, that obviously I wouldn't have had if it wasn't for him. And what I really want to go over with this unit of not a unit, this collection of minis here, is that if you've got minis lying around that you're not using, and you think that, you know, are beyond repair, or you just think, oh, I did those years ago and I don't like them, this is proof that with a little bit of work, stripping them using Dettol or whatever medium you want to use to strip the paint, you can salvage pretty much any miniature. And the one that more so than anything is a new one that I've just finished is this one. If this isn't proof that any miniature can be salvaged, I don't know what is. Now I'll go into it for you. Now it was either Fulgrim or his son himself, I can't remember, with this miniature. I believe it was his son. Did an excellent job of modelling it, but as you know, there's 6 miniatures in this tiny little Land Raider, and it was fully modelled, and there's no way, even if I was doing a basic paint job on it, I would have been able to personally have painted this vehicle with all the minis in the actual vehicle. I just wouldn't have been able to do it. I know it would have been a poor job that I did on it. So I got my old hobby knife out, and I literally started hacking away at the miniature. I cut these off here, and I cut him off there, and basically there's little chunks of the model out that I had to green stuff parts of the foot back in and stuff like that, and I think the end result works out. What I want to show you with this miniature, I mean, if you want to, can I just confirm, guys, I am not saying this is an amazing painted job at all. In fact, it's actually been downgraded, and I'll go over that at all. But what I want to say about this miniature is, if you are up to a standard where you can enter Golden Demon, this is a miniature you want to use. I mean, if you are a super talented painter, you've got 6 miniatures in a tiny little land speeder, all the detail in the world. This is the type of miniature that you'd want to enter a competition with. It's just ridiculous. But this is bringing me on to what I want to talk about. I've speeded up my painting techniques, and I want to show you the difference. Now, from this sort of distance, you can't really tell that I've skimped on detail and I've rushed. But I reckon 6 or 7 hours, and that includes 6 minis and the land speeder, all done with lighting effects on the, if I can get it in there, like on the item he's got there, I don't know the name, sorry guys, but you can see how the screen's glowing back onto his arm, and you'll see a screen, sorry, in the back of the land speeder Storm there, that, if I can get it, that's glowing. I don't know whether I can get it to focus, but silly little effects like that I've added, and the paint chips that I've added to the troops there, all over, like arms and stuff. But I've done it super quick, very quick, considering. I want to show you the difference. Now, this miniature probably took me just as long. Now look at the difference in details. My camera probably can't pick it up, but the flesh tones there's probably 4 or 5 levels of highlights on the skin to make it look fairly natural. And all the armors edge highlighted, and all the recesses have been washed. So this is more sort of a complete, although it's painted to a similar sort of standard, but when you really get in there amongst the details, you can tell the difference. Now this probably took me about 7 or 8 hours to paint, including modelling like a tarmac base for it. but there's not very many people out there that are ever going to get this close into the miniature. And it does look nice, and it's time well spent if you want some showpieces. But if you want to get some miniatures on the board, even this sort of level of detail, and now I'll try and get in this flesh tones here, you can see a huge difference. I mean, look at that. But again, this will be on your monitor and they'll be huge, but if you was to actually look at a normal human's eye view, they'll be sort of looking at it like this. So I'll probably be painting most of my miniatures to this sort of standard from now on, just for quickness. Like I say, I've got so many miniatures to paint now, and I just want to have a nice painted army and not take forever doing it. So you have to have a happy medium. Also, what I want to talk to you about on this miniature is I had a lot of comments with aerials, different items to use, and I went with nylon, and this is from a Broom brush, and as you can see, these are so army bag friendly. This will bend right the way down and it'll pop back up. Not only does it look better than the standard aerials that you'll get in the box set, it's also much better as regards to damage to your miniatures. Even if you've got the best army bags out there, which is probably a battle foam, you're still there's a high chance that you can break the aerials on tanks. So you can see they're perfect. So if anyone's got a nice broom, and while the missus is not looking, or your mum if you're younger, cut a few off, I'm sure they won't notice. They make perfect. What I did is used a 1mm drill bit on there, because you want to use the smallest drill bit you can find, and just cut off the highest point of the aerial, drill a hole, and then just pop them in. And if I can just get this out of the way for one moment, I'll show you what I've done on the APC that you will have seen before, and it was missing its aerials. As you can see, it looks much better with the aerials in there, really, as you can see. But that's about it for this one. What you'll probably find is over the next couple of weeks that I won't be uploading many videos, as the kids have broken up and I'm taking a little time off myself, so I can spend some time with the family more. But hopefully after that I should have some nice content up. But I think the next video you find me uploading will be of a game at my place with Marnius, which I'm quite looking forward to. He's bringing his nids, and I've got to say I'm quite scared, to be honest. If anyone's seen what they look like, yeah, it looks very menacing to say the least. So yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. I just want to say, make the most of the miniatures you've got. Never been a miniature, and never disregard anything in this hobby. You know, can always get good use out of it. So I think that's about it, really. And from the budgie as well. I'll see you later. Hi guys, this is just a thank you really, just to say thanks to 3000 White Dragon. He sent me a message about a week ago saying how he's got a few Art of War, Warhammer, the Art of Games Workshop books, and he wanted to know if I'd like one, and obviously, hell yes. And he sent it me, and this is, you know, just out of his own kindness really, and it's an awesome book. I paint digitally, not that I do it for a living or I'm sort of an expert, but I'm a huge fan of painting and artwork in general anyway. So this book is right up my alley, and the artwork's absolutely amazing. It really is. Some of these pictures that you'll know, you know, hugely famous. This one of Marnius Calgar, as I like to call him, Fat Hands himself. If anyone's seen that film Tropic Thunder, Tom Cruise, that is, I think it's Les, that is old Fat Hands himself. He just needs a bit of hair on him. Yeah, what I like about this book is, I'm not ragging on the artist at all, I'm really not. What you'll find is the progression of the artwork from over the years. Going back to this artwork here in 1996, and you can actually see that budgie, I swear it's tainted by the warp. You can see that the dimensions there of that Space Marine, and the posing's not too clever, not the best artwork, but then you'll see some of the other artwork in here. I mean, just look at that. It's just awesome. Now, what I will also say about this artwork is, I think pretty much all of it, if not 90% of it, I mean, I've not looked through every single piece of artwork in there, but I believe it's all either acrylic or oil or gouache or inks on artboard. So this is not digitally painted, and for anyone in the know, painting traditionally against digitally painting is a whole different kettle of fish. If you're painting a Corel Painter, or if you're painting Photoshop, it's so forgiving when you're painting in layers, but when you're actually painting traditionally, it's a whole different ball game. No second chancing really when you're working in gouache or oils, so it just shows you the level of skill employed. And I like the old school techniques. I mean, this, you won't see a goddamn bird. You won't see a computer game company or any sort of, or 99% of media outlets now employing traditional artwork. It's all digital, so it's nice to see Games Workshops. I mean, look at that, absolutely. Let's try and get a better shot of this. Absolutely stunning. It's amazing to see Games Workshop, you know, sticking to such traditional roots. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to see some of the modern greats, digital artists working for GW, but it's also nice to see them keeping with traditions. So yeah, a huge thanks goes out to White Dragon, 3000 White Dragon. I'm really impressed with this book, and the awesome thing about this book is that the only way you can get this is if you make a trip to Warhammer World, which unfortunately I've yet to do, but it's definitely a pilgrimage that I definitely aspire and would love to actually do. So again, thanks a lot, and if you're lucky enough to pop down to Warhammer World, this is something you definitely want to pick up. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.